Starting.
One.
Best of 3 minors. Let's Yume.
Oh look, you guys actually have ranks
do
on
it.
here, dude. I have opinions on this shit. This is my first time seeing everything.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
This is the
right at the beginning.
Great.
It's good to,
Alright.
this is the best of 3 minors power rankings.
Yes.
The teams are from worst to best. We have a bunch of people who gave their opinions. There's 4 categories: offense, defense, speed, and synergy. They're ranked 1 through 20, and the average was put out. The more points you got, the better you are, basically.
Damn it, I'll give him a 2 for synergy. Fuck,
Well,
bro.
we'll get to that.
Okay, so first we've got Addict
We'll
with a
get
pen.
there.
So,
Alright, who's gonna start it
reason
off? Why don't we start with I don't know.
Agent? Is Agent the first one on the list?
Oh, Agent, you here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
here.
Okay.
So starting with
You wanna
Agent,
start it off?
roast this team.
Okay. I don't like it because it's just like it has Venusaur there, but then it has sand, and then it has Toxapex, and it's jumping all over the damn place with like, and it's not really like colliding to like work together. It does. It's just like a bunch of good mons, just like smashed together, but not with like good correlation to work well.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, you have a Volcarona and a Venusaur, but then you draft a Sandmon instead of a Sunmon. It's just really random
Right.
stuff slapped together. You know, you got your Breaker, and you have like one setup Mon, but no support for it. Well, you have Nasty Bat, but that doesn't really count.
You have no webs. You have hazards, but you don't have removal.
He's got a lot of setup potential. I mean, maybe he's relying on Uxie setting up screens and shit. Because he has the fucking Subat, Volcarona, the Poltegeist, the Absol.
He can pivot. He can pivot really well too.
He can win. He's not gonna go winless. I don't think this guy will go winless.
He's gonna
He's got too much threat.
He's gonna get a win.
I'm surprised this
He's
is
gonna get a
last
win
place. It's not
versus
the
some
worst
team.
team. It just got Sand Venusaur. That's really only
Yeah,
one.
you know,
That's
you have
really it.
You have a really good Fire Mon, you have a really good Grass Mon, and then you just get Sand, even though the only Mon that really gets help from it is Diancie for this boosted Spadef, but like, you know, it doesn't help your other defensive Mon, like Pex hates it. It just doesn't seem like it works really well together.
Hippowdon's pretty much...
the Hippowdon. That's it. Just chuck the Hippowdon, get something different.
I think
the team looks a lot better.
Is this the only team with no steel type?
No idea.
It doesn't have a flying resist outside of Diancie, which, you know, it's a pretty damn good one, but...
I think he
types are
should
usually
honestly
pretty nice.
keep Hippowdon. That's his only physical defensive Mon, like strictly phys def.
Then you need to get rid of the Sun
Needs
Core.
to get like a Torkoal over the Hippowdon.
Yeah, that too. He could do that. Are we good to go?
Yeah, fucking
There's
cool.
like
Great.
no synergy in this team.
Does somebody want to put any other input, or are we just moving on?
Yeah, I
They
just
have
want to say
so many
one quick
overlapping
thing.
types.
Let Sky talk.
As other people have said, there's a lot of good Mons, but there's like no synergy between them. I don't want to say I drafted this, but I helped, you know, I helped the guy who drafted, you know, just out a little bit, not too much, but he chose some of the Mons that he really thought that he could run pretty well, kind of merged them together. But to be honest, he didn't account for the fact that there needs to be some synergy so that one Mon who has a weakness can potentially help out another Mon. Like,
So
he
you're
says he
the
runs
one
mean
to
about
blame.
I'm not defending this team at all.
You're who to blame.
I'm just saying that it does need a little bit of work. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't think it's necessarily a good team, but I don't think he's going to win this at all, because you still have to prep for it. Like, you can't just, you know, put some shit together. Like, you can still definitely lose to him, so,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
I honestly think this should be
higher.
higher. I haven't seen all the teams, but
Yeah, this is my first team scene, dude. Well, I'm going to go next one unless you guys have more shit to say.
I mean, once you see the other teams, you'll see that it really is just a tier below the others.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly,
So moving on to
Yeah.
Stay Mellow.
Yeah, then let's go to Mellow.
Gone to Stay Mellow.
This is something. Dude, my eyes bugged out. Hey,
This-
hey,
this
you know what? And
team-
people in minors can hate me if they want. I don't care. But what the hell? I mean, he's got actually. You know what? He's got the Zapdos. He's got the Zapdos. I was looking for
yeah.
anything that had to do with rain, but the Zapdos is there. So that's his bulky water number 2.
Yeah,
You have two bulky waters.
Yeah, Milo's kind of just there, with Politoed.
Big time.
You could have got Tentacruel, which is way better in rain, but Milo, I guess if you want to do some coils shenanigans and setup. But,
Yay, shenanigans!
I've never heard of a coil Milo and Milotic in the same sentence, and I'm not sure if I want to hear that again.
No, that's the thing. That is the thing,
really
actually.
scary.
Triple water, huh? I mean, not terrible.
Oh,
I've done it before.
I think this is the team that had originally 5 water types, then narrowed it down to 3. If I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
I could be wrong.
Then why did
Oh.
they keep Milo?
There's
I
also the
I don't
issue
know
that-
why they kept the
Okay,
barrel and
you know
Melodic.
what? I like being mean, but I don't want to be a total asshole in case they watch this video. So how to improve this? Maybe if you're gonna dedicate to a full rain team, go Pelipper. But if you're just going to Politoed for the Zapdos, Politoed fits the role of a bulky water enough to where you probably don't need Melodic, even though Melodic's really good. And then I don't know. There are some things that are just sitting here. Like you already have a normal type. You already have an amazing water type. Why is Babarrel there? Like I know you might like Babarrel. But I'm sure there's some type you're missing, like a fire. Well, you have a fire type right there, but there's something that you might be missing that Babarrel. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Maybe
let me
a
have
water that
input.
isn't Alolan Dungeon.
Yeah.
That
Ghost.
too.
You could
Also,
get a ghost type to pair with
damn it.
Weavile and Kangaskhan.
Yeah.
plus he could use like a bulky steel type because, to be honest, Alolan Dougie is not that bulky, but he already has 4 bulky mons in Mew, Milotic, Politoed, and Meganium.
They also don't even have a fairy type, so
That was what I was going to bring up.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and your only dragon resist here is Alolan Dougie, Something gets up Lottie gets up a calm mind, something's dying.
I think it
And
has
then
potential to be
anything.
really scary. Just like I know Meganium fits the grass role in Babarrel's. I swear to God, if you switch Babarrel for something with U-turn or pivoting or something unique that it adds to this team, I don't
It'll
know.
probably
This
jump
could
up.
be a really good offensive team. It's not
team
bad.
has-
It's got a Weavile, Mega Kang, Zapdos, and a Salazzle.
The only
shit's
thing
still gonna
other
die.
thing is probably just a better webs option than Masquerain.
I think for the team, I think Masquerain's really good, actually. Milotic's the only thing that's out of place.
Yeah, this team has potential to go, well, not to win this season, but this team has potential to do decently well if they swap out quite a few months.
So a suggestion you could do is instead of Salazzle, get Rabombi, and then instead of Milotic, get Infernape, which would help with your fairy type and also give you more speed variations, because right now you have 3 base 100 mons.
Double fire type on a rain team. That's the play.
I said replace Salazzle.
One more
Oh,
tip.
never mind. I missed that. Yeah.
Fucking for any minors that watch this video, this goes for this team and any other team. Think about how are they gonna prep versus my Mons, right? A banded, close combat banded kills Weavile, kills Mega Kang, kills Dugtrio, also kills the barrel. But outside of that, looking at Mega Kang and Babarrel, they're not gonna prep for Babarrel. They're gonna prep for Babarrel the exact same way they're gonna prep for Mega Kang. So if they bring close combat on one Mon, they're already prepped for Babarrel without doing anything. That's why you kind of don't want to duplicate your roles like that, without adding anything to the table, really. I mean, I know Babarrel learns rocks, but
It's
other
kind of
than
the
that-
same. I see a similar problem with
if they're
Toad
prepped for
and
Kang, they're
Milo.
prepped for Babarrel. Yep, yeah, exactly. If they're prepped for Toad, they're also prepped for Milo. Banded Rillaboom, fucking Specs, T-Bolt is still gonna handle both of them with half the amount of prep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Need to spread it
Mhm.
out.
That's the problem with type diversity, or without type diversity. And
I wanted
actually,
to
I
just roast
think
shit, but I feel bad because I don't know, man. Maybe people are new.
No,
Well, you wanted
just
to
be
join
mean,
just
be
to roast
mean.
shit.
I don't know if this is mean. I'll be mean at Masters who deserve it, dude.
That's
This isn't power ranking. This is roast fest.
That's true. That's
Get it
true.
right.
True.
At the very end of every team, we're
Go
going.
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go
All right, let's
Arcadian.
go to Arcadian.
So this team, if you don't, do you mind me
Wow.
starting off
Ooh.
I
a
don't
little
know why
bit?
this team is so low. What the heck?
Wow.
What?
The only reason this team is very low is it gets one shot. Like, this team does not have defense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fair.
The
but
only
this
mod
team
is
it's
recovery.
killed you before
Wait.
you killed
It's-
it.
it's
scary.
It's not. It's
It packs
HO,
a
dude.
punch.
Like it's not bulky, but oh my god, it's HO. Like this is good
Yeah.
HO.
That's
Yeah,
why
and then
the
also the speed
map-
tiers are very bad. It drops from 143 to like 108, and then down
115.
to
115.
96.
I don't
And-
like that
yeah.
Mariana's here when there's fucking Guzzlord and like Absol and like a bunch
Yeah.
of actually decent dark types.
Tier 2.
Like Shiftry. Yeah. I don't think you should. I think you should look to switch out Mariana.
good.
It doesn't do anything better than any other T5 dark type, and there's like a million of them.
And
But
then,
this is good HO, dude. He is not gonna go winless. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
And
an
then-
amazing team. But, like-
this is
Yeah.
definitely
a
HO.
He's
better
gonna-
This is
Weber
like
instead of
fuck up
Smeargle.
in one turn. Like make like 2 mistakes and you lose, dude. Like
I mean,
Pick
because
your lead,
because this
try
is
to
based
win.
on points. Also, just because you have low defense stat doesn't mean it's a bad team. This team will get wins easily. Too.
Yeah,
not bad at all,
So-
dude.
Like as you
It's
can
I think
see,
the only
It'll be
reason.
fast games.
as you can see on the
yeah,
rankings
so-
on the screen, like it's gotten 18.4 in offense. It's just its defense is really low. Since we go by
Yeah.
points
Okay.
here, it's still
I
a
want
thing.
to point something out for you.
Mhm.
He's got some defensive options in Lando and Napoleon, but other than that, there's like not much defense there.
Yeah,
Right.
defensively, you're only
Yeah. And then also he
recover on Mega Zam. Like,
You know, a
is
hot
it
take. I
really
mean, not
good
even a hot take.
defensively?
This team, I think this team would definitely perform better in best of 1 than in best of 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Totally.
leading versus his team is gonna be like an absolute bitch. He has like Smeargle, fucking Infernape, Zero Aura, Azelf, Lando T, even Rotom Ice. Like a lot of dedicated HO leads here.
unless you have like a base 130 taunter, you know, hazards are getting up.
Electrode.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
I think they should probably have a better Weber instead of Toxicroak. Just because
What?
Smeargle is gonna.
Wait, what?
It's gonna
What?
be your.
When?
I mean Smeargle.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, huh?
Like a tier 4 Weber instead of Smeargle.
Yeah.
I think Smeargle's pretty good.
I,
Just in-
I,
Yeah,
I, you know,
specifically in
I'll be
HO.
honest. I hate Smeargle. I don't think it's a good mon, but on here I think it's a good mon because it forces
Yeah.
prep. Like, if you're leading good versus Smeargle, you have to lead with like either a grass type or taunt. You know who doesn't give a shit about a grass type? Fucking Infernape, Lando T. Like
Infernape.
they don't give a
Toxic
single
Crush.
shit about grass types. Yeah, they don't give a single shit, dude. So like, I don't know, lead with your
True.
like taunt Mew or something, and then you might get nade, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to lead taunt you against Lando getting up
Yeah.
rocks.
Exactly.
And there's
Yeah.
not many viable tier 4 Webers too. There's like Slurpuff. That's really
Yeah,
the
I
only
like
one I can
Smeargle.
think.
I
And
like
Slurpuff
Smeargle.
doesn't want to bring webs all the time, which,
Yeah.
taking a look at this team, this is another team without a fairy type.
No, Mimikyu.
Oh yeah.
Mimikyu's
Oh,
right there.
I
Oh, Mimikyu.
completely
Oh, yeah.
saw that. I
Oh
completely
yeah,
missed
the
that.
worst one.
It's
No
still there.
Dragon type.
I know. I
loses
know.
D moves.
The only thing this team is missing is Dragon.
And grass.
Not every team
And
needs
grass.
Yeah, not every
specific
team needs a
types.
dragon.
Yeah.
There are types.
Last
you can go
roll,
with,
night
yeah.
screen, you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Steel types, I'll say, nah, you want a steel type. I'll say, fuck that. You want a
You
steel
need a
type.
water,
You need a
100%.
steel, you need a water, you
Yeah.
need a dark.
Yeah.
You need a fire. I suggest, really highly suggest.
Okay, well, does anyone else
Yeah.
has shit to say about HO?
Oh
HO
yeah,
and Dodge
fun,
Pick?
I'm
fun,
good going
fun
on.
to play. Fun to play. Honestly,
Yeah,
Fun to
that looks
play.
super fun to play.
that's it. Yeah.
Not for best of 3, in my opinion.
But also,
Yeah.
it'll still
Oh,
go.
very far in best of 1, in my opinion.
Emperor,
Emperor?
guys.
Moving
Alright.
on to Emperor?
Emperor.
Oh,
Yeah, Emperor.
Okay. What? Okay, I want to
Wait,
put
hold
something
on.
up.
Is
Why
this
isn't this
is this
fire?
is this single strike
No, it's
or
rapid.
multi?
That's rapid.
Oh yeah, this is the
That's
rapid
Beaver.
tier.
Place higher.
So I think the speed tiers and then synergy or what lowered it.
Pivot
Yeah.
ability, pivots are like suffering. I don't know. I don't think he
Yeah,
has. Does he have a
there's no
U-turner on this?
pivoting.
He has.
I
He
don't
has
think they-
technically
they-
teleport Gardevoir and then U-turn Urshifu.
Parting
that's it, and
shot.
then
Yeah.
parting
Parting
shot.
shot.
Yeah. It's got a lot of breakers, but I might have a hard time getting them in. But it's not bad. It's got a lot of good mons.
Yeah, this
It's
is
like
definitely
we
like
got
a
a
It's got
breaking
good
team.
months, but there's like
I
you
mean-
have a Volcanion when you already have a Tapu
Tapu
Fini.
And
The only
Water Bear.
I
And
think
then
only
you
really
have
problem
Lucario
is-
when you already have Water
he's
Bear.
got a nasty fairy weakness, so I think the Volcanion was to help with that. I guess. I don't know. The fairy weakness, he's got like 2 4 times a week and then 2 standard week.
The thing that I see is another thing like similar rules. Like you got guard and water bear, and then you got Feeny. So like if you prep for Feeny and get coverage for that, water bear and guard can't go
Who's
into
water
their checks
bear?
to Feeny.
Urshifu,
Urshifu.
Rapid.
Oh,
Urshifu.
okay.
So
It's
it's
water
Sea Bear or
Urshifu,
Water
by the
Bear.
way. Yeah,
Okay.
sea bear. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly what I was
And
saying.
then
Like, you're prepped for
Lucario,
Urshifu,
like-
well, you're prepped for Guzzlord too.
Why do
Also
you
these-
have Lucario when you have Urshifu?
Good old steel
Look at
type. You
steel
just
type.
need a steel.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a
He could
defensive
probably,
steel
they
instead
could
of an
probably get a better
offensive one,
steel type for sure. 3.
Yeah.
yeah, there's like Bronzong. Well, you already have a psychic type, but that's better than Lucario in this situation even, because it gives you
Plus,
hazards.
you would
And if
add
you
another
run an
fairy
offensive
resist.
steel type, Durant's right there.
Yeah, just
Did
like
Durant go
Master,
undrafted?
It might
Yeah.
have.
I think it did.
This team definitely lacks on speed tiers. It
I-
kind of
Yeah,
needs
I was
stuff.
about to
Yeah.
say that.
I
It
like-
needs red.
I like Misty Surge plus Urshifu and Haxorus, but I don't like Misty Surge plus Spore Spam with the
Yeah.
Boogies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
True.
Haxorus is also
kinda-
weakened because Misty Surge.
Oh yeah, because that weakens dragon
Mm.
moves.
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
And it also
Yeah, they should have
hinders
got it in a
Guzzlord.
dragon. They should have gotten a floating dragon so that it isn't affected by that Misty Surge.
Yeah.
Yo, Air Balloon
like a
Haxorus
Lottie
is
would
right there,
be
dude.
good.
Air Balloon Haxorus is right there.
Stop that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Air
Why?
Balloon Draco Meteor.
Why is that a thing?
That is the play. That is the
Before
play.
we move on, I want to
Alright.
point out that they have 4 Pokemon in the base in the 90s.
Oh,
They
the
have
action-
2 mons.
Yeah, good stuff.
And
They have
2 of
1
them are
mon over
97.
100. They have
97.
1 mon over
Their speed
100.
tiers
That's
are
it.
not good.
No, it needs webs to actually do something. That's why.
Two
Well, I mean,
Shuckle
they
is
got
coming
Shuckle.
like every week.
Frostlass and
Mm.
Gardevoir. That's
Smeargle
not,
is best
not
webs.
creative.
They got
For
Shuckle.
anyone who doesn't understand why having 297s is bad, if you prep for 197 one, you prep for the other one. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to Bowser.
Does anyone have anything else to say?
Oh.
Bowser.
No.
It has a
No?
lot of breaking power, but like, you know.
That's about it. So moving on
Too
to
many
Bowser.
fairies. It has
This
4
is-
fairies.
has
Bowser's
4
got so
fairy
many
types.
babies, dude.
Has
He's got
4
the he's
fairy
got the good
types.
Urshifu. I can respect that.
4 fairy
Um,
types. 2 steel
4
types. 2 ground
fairies.
types.
I love
2 psychic
Urshifu,
types.
Gliscor, Scizor,
Oh.
Latios, Weezing, but I don't know about the rest, man.
Before
I like
anyone
that.
talks, I just want to say this is the happiest looking team ever, just based on sprites.
It's really
Right.
cute. It's a really
I
cute.
also want to add that this is actually his first time drafting.
Oh, hey, cool. Let's. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Oh yeah,
Welcome.
I
We're gonna
invited
dunk
this
on
guy
you
to
a
the
bit.
server.
This is not
Really nice
bad.
guy, really good battler as
Yeah.
well. But he first time on a draft league. So
Yeah, it's really good
Okay.
for
I
a
can
draft.
battle really well, so I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what he does.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good mons on there.
This one has
I think I'm having a hard time like
Okay.
seeing it because there's a lot of cute mons here. Like I'm trying to like.
Oh, I don't. Why is Double Eight there?
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Why is Cadenne there?
yeah.
My biggest
Why not
issue
get
with this team is
Substrate?
Alright,
type diversity.
I would
Otherwise, it's
assume
pretty
his
good.
ghost is fighting
He's
and
had two.
normal resist. Not
What was
resist.
his
immunity.
makeup? Does he have like? Did he get like 3 T1s and then like 3 T5s? Like I don't know. Are
no.
these all T5s? They don't look like T5s. They just look like babies.
I think
Yeah,
Double
it's
is
tier
tier
one.
4.
And doubles a tier 4.
Okay, not bad.
They have
Yeah,
two tier
bad.
ones.
It's
Yeah.
definitely top heavy. Like those first
Yeah,
6
top
are,
heavy, yeah.
I think are really good together.
I mean,
Like
Yeah.
Gliscor Scizor is fantastic because you need to decide which hidden power you want.
I
You
don't
might
know
just
what
bring the
Hatterene
top.
is there
You
for.
You might just bring the top every week, and then like the bottom mon gets shifted out now and then.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand Hatterene. Why is Hatterene there when you have already 2 great fairy and psychic types?
He likes Hatterene, I guess.
I had
Yeah,
it.
you
And
can just like
Togetic
them on
too.
as well.
Yeah,
You
Hatterene
don't
really
have to-
doesn't have a spot here with
You have
Trick Room or
you have
anything.
4 fairy types.
The only reason why I can see it is for Magic Bounce. That's the only reason I can see it.
But his team's not that hazard weak.
I
Yeah.
think
He has
you know what?
4 or
All right,
3?
fucking hot
Oh,
take, I
the
guess.
demo.
He doesn't have a fire type, so maybe it's his Wisp Absorber. Because like
Mm.
Dewblade, Scizor, Gliscor, and Urshifu all hate Wisp. So like that's my guess. That's my only guess.
Yeah, but like
I would just-
instead of those 4 fairies, you could have gotten a fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have probably should like get a fire type.
Yeah, there's a pro
Um,
tip. Like switch out one of the bottom like T5s for literally like a Rapidash would unironically get the job done.
Or a rabbit.
Yeah, Rap would be pretty
Yeah, and any
Yeah.
fire type.
Or a Magmar.
good. Raboot's still there, definitely.
Magmar wouldn't be bad. Eviolite Magmar.
Yeah.
But then you have
their
2
speed
knockoffs. Or
their
3
speed tiers
even.
aren't
You have
the
3
greatest.
Eviolite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
so many Eviolite mons too.
And
Yeah,
then
Oh
the
yeah,
thing are
yeah,
just
your
this
team
team-
hates knockoff.
No, it
Knockoff's
doesn't, because
gonna come
Gliscor,
whatever.
Scizor. Gliscor after it
Yeah,
gets
I
its
get
toxic
it.
off,
Let's go against
and then
poison.
Scizor just absorbs it. Like Scizor takes
Stacking
like
of
what,
Violet is
10?
risky for that. But yeah, no, Scissor
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, definitely.
This
Their
team
speed
does
tiers
not have
aren't
webs,
good.
but it needs
They don't have
them,
webs.
in my opinion.
I don't think
Yeah.
this team
They should-
necessarily
No,
needs
well,
webs.
not
It's just
but
would like
it,
them.
it would help out a little bit.
One at a time, one at a time.
No.
No.
Pro gamer tip. My team's speed tiers, like the top are like fucking, it's like 90, 80, 95, 101. And I'm like, hey, I need speed. So my bottom tiers aren't like just, you know, whatever the fuck. I got like, I got something like Swellow, and then, what the fuck did I get? I got like a, like, what's the Zebstrika? Zebstrika, because it has like 116.
Like,
Yeah, 116 base speed. Like I don't know. It's good to. The reason it's good to have high speed mods, or like at least some high speed mods, is because like if your fastest mod is 100, if they have a 0 aura, they'll probably have to run like 10 speed EVs to outspeed your entire team, and then be able to put like 252 in HP. You know what I mean?
Yeah, against
That's
this team, like if you come up against like Mega Aerodactyl, it can just run, max attack.
Yeah,
at
dude.
him
Yeah,
every speed.
Dragapult's putting like what, like 60 speed EVs in to like
I
outspeed the
mean,
whole team.
80.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So for a general rule of thumb, I like to grab a mon for every 10 base speed points. So you get one from base 100, base 90, base 80, so on until it's down. That's just what I like to do.
That's hard.
It is hard.
It's
Trust-
harder when it goes up. It's not so hard below 100. I
Yeah.
think.
In my mind,
Yeah.
all you need is like 120, maybe down
I'm
to
gonna catch up with someone
40.
really quick. I'll be right back. Keep
All
going.
right. Like base 120 down to 40 speed. I think that's the range you need to fill.
Yeah. Plus, and when you think about it, there's like not counting megas. Although there's like 3 megas that are at between 140 to 150, but in total there's like 10 mons, maybe a couple more that are between 140 to 150. So it might be kind of hard too if you get your high speed mon like really late. There's probably not any of those there.
Yeah, it's very hard to find a low tier fast mon that's good.
What
Yeah.
accompany this team greatly is a Pyroar. If you need a tier 5 villain,
Ooh, that's actually that would fit the team
decently
really
fast
well.
speed, and it's a fire type, so not 2 birds, 1 stone.
And give double it's there.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. We're gonna move
Yeah.
on to Mega Inferno.
Mega Infernape. Damn. Whoa. That's-
I'm gonna be
that's
honest.
something.
These best of 3 teams look a lot better than the best of 1 teams.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
No offense.
Because, like, we're not even in the top 8, and these already look like good teams.
Yeah.
Good old
Sure.
Bulu Tran, you know.
Let's move on to this.
It just does that.
Bulu Tran. Ooh, plus Gudra. That's really solid, actually.
And
Yeah.
and Gliscor.
Solid team.
Gligar.
Mhm.
Mega B also. Ooh.
Mega B is great on this team.
I
It,
will
think they
say
may have
this team
played
suffers
pivots.
from lack of pivot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah, if they had Rillaboom instead of Bulu, and then they had, like, a better... If they even had a Rapid Spinner, then this team would be really good.
Mhm.
I don't think it necessarily needs a spinner. You really just have rocks on this team, and you can get them
You
back up
got
pretty
Mega
easily.
Yeah.
If you got Mega
Mega
B,
B
that
does
really
not like
doesn't
that.
want that.
To...
I think
Oh wait, never
if I'm
mind.
not,
Because
yeah,
it has
CD
three-
Father.
It has 3 Stealth Rockers and Dredagon, Gligar, and Tran.
Yeah.
It does
You don't
have.
need Emboar.
It does also have T Spikes with Mega B.
That too.
Yeah.
Still. But
that's
yes.
gonna happen.
Instead of Emboar, you could get, like, a low-tier spinner. Because you don't need Emboar with Heatran.
Right too.
Embor's just
Yeah.
a steal at T5, to be honest.
It is.
I don't blame
It
him.
is. I'm not like that's a actual. Like he stole that mon,
I feel
He took
like
it just so others couldn't have it.
which is fair.
I feel like the pivots,
I
honestly,
believe
aren't
I was sniped with that.
Because look at his pivots. He has Mega B, obviously. Then he has Raikou and Gligar. But then he also has Teleport on PZ, which is a little
Patrice.
underrated, but it's really good on like spec set to
Ooh,
just
yeah.
get in Mega B.
All right, I'm gonna say it. I think he needs a better water type.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leader.
Feraligatr is not the best water type.
For if you had
especially when you have
another,
Heatran.
if you had another water type, it would be a good additional thing to have. But if it's your only water type, you're not gonna want it.
You want Vaporeon here. You want that Wish with Flip Turn. You want that clear.
Yeah.
Especially paired with Heatran and Bulu.
Yeah, Vaporeon would fit this team like you love, dude.
I also saw that there's a big speed tier gap from 115 to 90, which is really important because a ton of mons
Yeah.
Chill
are
out
just
on that.
around that speed tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, this team is pretty good, especially defensively as well.
Defensively, it's really solid.
I don't know why this has such a low defensive rating. It's pretty damn good.
Low defensive rating just because it doesn't have that much reliable recovery, just with Gligar. But
That-
the grassy terrain helps a lot.
If I had Vaporeon as a wish passer, I think this defense rating would be
Through the
little
roof.
bit
Yeah.
higher.
Oh, it would be so much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Legit,
Probably a
just
solid
take
14
Vaporeon.
maybe.
This team just shoots up to like 5 or 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we ready?
We're moving
Yeah.
on to
Yeah.
Ice
Go
Cube.
Ice Cube. Damn, these are nice teams.
Like these are legitimate teams. I like these a lot.
I don't know what the Hitmonlee's doing here, but everything other than that, I like.
mean, Hitmonlee's still a decent spinner. It's a decent
Yeah.
fighting type.
Definitely a great spinner.
And there's also
Yeah.
fun unburden sets you can run with it as well.
There's a couple things that I'm noticing with this.
This team is honestly solid in defense.
Grimmsnarl.
I'm not understanding the double water absorb.
That too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Probably just
I mean,
Toad would be better because you have a Steela, so takes those electric hits, and then Steela can take the grass hits. Jellicent
Yeah.
just seems a little redundant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grimmsnarl
then you have
as
Double
well
Dark,
seems
but-
like it doesn't fit that well, just because nothing really sets up besides toxicity.
Steela can. Actually, most of this team
yeah,
can.
Steela can. It sure can.
Grimmsnarl
doesn't want
can.
to.
Don't say that. Grimmsnarl can.
Grimmsnarl can set up. Hitmonlee can set up.
It can set
The
up
only
for itself.
true setup sweepers are like Aerodactyl and Toxtricity. Everything else is like kind of. It can,
unburdened-
but it's not made to.
Yeah.
Unburden White Orb, White Herb Curse is pretty good on Hitmonlee for setup, but it doesn't really need screens for that. I don't see anything that really likes screens here, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like
You want
the
screens on
Regis on
teams
this
that are
team. It's
like
solid.
so sweeping.
Regis does help with the steel toad core,
Right.
to be honest.
This team's very slow. You get Mega Arrow, and then your next best is Delphox.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then nothing after that. Your next is 90.
These tiers are really
They're
weird.
struggling.
They're not the worst, but they definitely want something about 115-ish.
Yeah, something around 110.
Who's
would
changing scores?
Really help.
Oh, I'm just
We're just
getting rid of
rounding it.
decimal points. You're welcome.
Oh.
It was annoying me.
Sweet.
Thank
Thanks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
I feel like-
Hazard options also aren't the greatest. With Steel, you just really like having to make the opponent switch, but you only really have like rocks on 4 mons here.
Yeah, 4 mons, no spikes.
I don't think he has any
Yeah.
other hazards, right? Other than rocks.
Does
Yeah,
Toxic
just rock.
T get
It does not get
T-spikes?
T-spike.
No, it doesn't.
Mm,
It does not.
that's alright.
Alrighty, we moving on to the other cube.
Yeah.
Nice
go on.
cube.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
Sugar
go
and
sugar
ice.
cube.
Let's see the
Oh.
The
sugar.
Megalop team.
Oh. Ooh.
I
I
don't
think
know
they
how
did
I
pretty well
feel.
rebuilding this.
I don't know how
Oh,
I
so was this a
feel.
lot worse before?
Well, it was incomplete.
Yes.
It was incomplete, so they just choose to change everything except for Megalop and then rebuild it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think
But
there's
then-
just a lot of variance in this team.
Yeah,
With
there
the
is.
Oricorio and the Meowstick, and then
There's,
you just have. It's weird. It's a weird team.
this team has 4 quad weaknesses if you run the Fire Oricorio.
Mm.
Yeah, that's good, honestly.
Yeah, but all of them are different.
Some problems
Yeah,
I'm
that's true.
seeing are like just fighting. Fighting's a little hard because no everyone doesn't want to take close combats, and then Jellison just has to take all of them, and without
Tentacruel.
oh wait,
Or Decidueye.
I'm sorry,
Decidueye is
Decidueye right there. Yeah, that's the ghost type. I forgot that.
They have
But-
double steel type, which
It
doesn't help
always
that
hurts
fighting
me.
weakness.
It always hurts me that when you draft Excadrill, but without sand, because that just
Mm.
No,
plummets the synergy.
I like Excadrill without sand. You can
Yeah,
wrap it
no.
in to get the sand, get that boost.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Excadrill
is
doesn't
really good.
need sand, but
Okay.
if you want,
It's good with it, but
Right.
it can be run outside of it and it'll still perform pretty well.
like, if
could've
you
Right.
dropped
Yeah, I
want,
understand.
the hippo pre-evolution.
yeah, you can get the small hippo,
Yeah.
or you can get like Boulder.
Boldor doesn't get sand stream.
It doesn't? I thought it did.
No, it gets like sand force or something.
Big
I
on forward.
tried to run it once.
Ooh.
But yeah, Veil is a little interesting on this team. It really
You don't
helps
need-
with Bisharp, but that's its only real setup besides Drill.
I don't
What Drill
understand
doesn't
why you have Meowstick when you already have Lowland Ninetales.
That's true.
Mm.
Well,
You could
granted,
get like Hippo. You could get Hippopotas for that Sandstream for Excadrill instead.
No, but then they have dueling weather if they wanted to run sand
Yeah.
and hail.
Wait, yeah, but who cares? Like, you never need hail up.
Yeah.
Well, unless you want to
just
lure
need it
them.
up for strength. And
Wait,
plus, here's the thing: he doesn't actually need Ninetales there if he has Meowstick.
yeah, I can agree with that. They don't have the most HO team.
Because
For
they
it to
have
be
Meowstick.
useful.
They have Meowstick, but then they also have Alolan Ninetales. I mean, I can kind of understand that. It's hard to predict which one you're going to bring, but still, you could open up a lot more availability to your team if you choose one or the other. If you catch my
Right.
drift.
They do cover pretty similar roles.
They do cover them, but I do feel like the Meowsticks do a little bit more because one is competitive, one is prankster, and their stats aren't bad. They're not bad at all.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
We good here?
The last thing I want to say is just a little less defensive. Not a really good defensive core. But
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
Not very good.
Burning Sky.
So we're gonna move on to Sky.
All right.
Sky, do you
I'll
want
do
to?
it for Lele.
Sky, do you want to say your piece first or last?
I have something to say. You got Lele with Alarm Raichu. Why?
Need to
Not really true.
Expanding Force.
I understand that, but still.
Yeah.
Like, Expanding Force Raichu is not...
Alolan Raichu much prefers Electric Current Psychic.
Yes.
That's why I was trying to say, but I didn't actually say that. But it prefers Electric because you can get a Nasty Pot up and your speed is double, and you just go and just kill everything. It's a T-port, Thunderbolt, or
Rising Voltage.
Rising Voltage, because that's broken.
Honestly, I think these speed tiers, even without Raichu getting double in speed, are really good. Pidgeot and Rabombi are nice and fast. It has a webs option for stuff like Specs Keldeo or Specs Lele. It just really likes it, especially with the Mamo.
You also have a lot of pivoting with Flip Turn Keldeo, U-Turn, Rabombi, Pidgeot. You have that Volt Switch with Raichu and Teleport Porygon. So you're going to be able to get in those threats like Mamoswine and Lele a lot faster.
And everything kind of breaks for each other. Like, Mamo breaks for Pidgeot and Lele and Rabombi. And so does Keldeo.
Getting stuff to get rid of steals is just fantastic for Lele, and Mamo and Keldeo are really good at that.
But speaking of steals,
where is it?
Yeah, you don't.
Give me your.
I mean, you have a good fairy. It's not like you're gonna lose to dragon types.
No, it's not losing to dragon types. If you lose, he could probably lose to poison or fairy types.
Flying type kind of hurts this team.
I mean, not flying, fairy.
Yeah, no fairy resist is a little bad, but
because Pyro. But still, that thing is kind of frail.
Yeah,
everything is kind of frail.
Also, you can just throw Tangrowth in front of stuff. Or P2.
Maybe you could, instead of Spiritomb, you could get a Steel type.
Yeah. You definitely don't need two similar Dark types.
I just really like Spiritomb as a spin blocker for webs.
It's good. I can get rid of Skuntank.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we moving on
need to get rid of that Mega Pidgeot icon again.
It looks so good. What are you talking about?
It's gonna kill everybody.
I think it has rabies.
It does have rabies. How do you know? I couldn't tell.
Alright, we moving on to Silas.
Rabies. We know it.
You could get
do you mind if I say this quick thing here?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for
it.
Okay.
Well, I know it's not great. My synergy is just not here. I don't understand fully what I was going for. But I know I definitely need something to resist the fairies. Skuntank's probably not gonna stay on for too long. Anyway, I definitely need something to cover them fairies. and poison types, because Tangrowth, arguably one of the defensive mons on my team, is also weak to poison. So I do have a few issues with typing there, but yeah.
Okay.
You could get Kaparaja in Tier 4 instead of Skuntank.
I was thinking about
Paparaja,
that, yeah.
Paparaja is a really decent mon.
Yeah, especially
That
with
is the
Trick
best
Room
way
on
to
your
put
team.
that.
You have Trick Room on your team, so you could also run offensive Kaparaja.
Yes. Paparaja would probably
Whoa.
kill.
Does he have Trick Room?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
P2,
think
P2. Ooh,
You have
Yeah.
Trick Room
for
teleport with
example.
P2. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool.
Okay, let's go on to Silas.
Moving on to Silas.
I'm
Oh.
gonna say right now, I hate his team.
Why?
It's too
It's
physical.
so good.
Physical.
Oh yeah, it is very.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
most
Physical heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you can run specialist Crobat, although it's not like
Nasty
kind of,
bat.
Nah.
Nasty
I mean,
Bat's a
Nasty Bat.
if you
thing.
have a defensive wall, you just win.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
Yeah.
can
Same
run.
with, yeah.
You can run special Zygarde, like I said in the last one, but especially in a best of 3 format, once they see it, it's not gonna come that often.
Well, the main
Intimidate
problem-
Intimidate is really oppressive to this team.
What is?
Intimidate.
Intimidate.
Intimidate? I mean,
Yeah.
Intimidate,
Yep.
because you have nothing that can like actually stop it.
yeah, you do. You have Metagross with Clear Body.
Well, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, but most
Um,
Intimidate mons get coverage for Steel.
I just really like Mega Medi breaking for Zygarde. It just seems like a really good combination.
Yeah.
My issues were the speed tiers. They have 3 100 and a 105.
Cryogonal's not
speed-
gonna run max speed that often.
Yeah.
very
So,
low.
like,
Yeah.
you just run enough to outspeed a base 100, and you outspeed everything except Crobat. So,
Comfit doesn't really count as a base 100, but yeah, having Shaman there is a little weird when everything is gonna be trying to outspeed Mega Medi.
Why do you have
Yeah, like if you had
Cradily
a-
and Shaman?
Sailor
Cradily-
wants to get rid of that, actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he knew about the problem with that.
Other
but
than that,
There's
I like
also-
the Comfy pick.
I personally like this team,
they don't
except
really
for the
have
fact that
hazards.
it's pretty much physical.
What's
Yeah.
up, Lucas?
Outside of
But here's the
Cradily,
thing. Here's the
Metagross.
thing. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16, 6 members that are physical. Crobat can run both. Coffee is special. I think you can run both with Cradily, and so it's not really that physical.
Well, the problem with it is that all of his breakers are physical. Mega Medi, Zygarde, and Metagross are all of his like super hard hitters right now, mons. And then he has like Shaman, which usually bulky. Like if this had like I don't know, a Latios or something, probably can't afford it, but just something that can like click special moves. Besides like volt switching with a Rotomosh.
So
It would just really like it.
I did a test battle with Silas, and when battling, I noticed that his team doesn't have good hazard setters, so you don't really have to run your removal, so that kind of just opens you up to not having those move slots filled with Rapid Spin or Defog. You
Yeah.
can now run more coverage moves and stuff.
That's very true.
So,
Yeah, definitely. You
because like,
got rocks and
I was
aggro,
able-
that's about it.
because when I did my test match for him, instead of having to bring like a Rapid Spin Kamala, I can now bring a setup sweeper against him.
Yeah.
Which is,
Like his best hazard setter is Metagross or Kecleon.
and Metagross doesn't necessarily like rocks because it's a breaker.
Yeah. Or Metagross is going to be a wall, which can't afford rocks.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
You got
Yeah.
Defog with Rotom. You got Defog with Crobat.
Zerul's
So
fine.
that has to run boots.
Comfey
I-
also gets
does-
defog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Golden
like
Wash
his
is one of the
removal,
best removal in the
he's
game.
very defog heavy, and then he just has Crabinal for Rapid Spin.
Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have that much hazards. He doesn't really need
Ah.
hazard stuff that much.
Honestly, he should probably ditch Cragganol for something.
He
I
should
don't know.
get Web.
That's speed tier.
Webs
Webs would
for
definitely help
Zygarde
that. Like a
and
bit.
Medi.
Webs would help this team.
Yeah, but that's about
And,
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Web's
Yes.
Medi would be nice.
Olivia.
So we're moving on to Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Correct.
We meet once again, Bolivia,
Long time no see.
with a much
Oh,
better
good.
team than last time.
Yes, but this is a very weird, trick room
Very
plus
I
Tornteed,
love
Mega
this.
Main.
Yeah, wait,
Like-
what are you talking about? I love this team. This is fantastic.
This is pretty good team. You have Regenerator Core, and then you also have Trick Room, you have Wish Passing, you then have good mons outside of it, you have Manectric, you have Silvally. I mean, it's pretty good team. I don't see much issue with it.
I love
I don't
how
either.
many options this guy has. Okay. Obviously the big one is Slowboat Trick Room for Melmetal.
And
But
Crab.
you don't even
Yep.
need to do that. You can just run a regen core. You can run Wish Pass to stuff like Silvally and Melmetal. It has really good oh wait, never mind. It has one good setter in Nidoqueen. It
Yeah.
just seems like it has a lot of things, a lot of individual pieces that can work well together.
If they were planning on running Spectrum, I don't see the reason for them to draft Mega Manectric. They could have drafted Ampharos maybe, because that would have taken care of a Dragon type as well.
Okay,
And but
this is a tip for people. Don't draft full Trick Room because it's really easy to prep for.
Very
Like-
true.
Like,
Yeah.
if you have all your mons at, like, base 60 and below, then,
Zero
then
RS,
what's
that's
your
high.
opponent gonna do? Never gonna run, any speed investment. Mons like Torn and Mega Main are super good because they're fast, but they also can pivot into the Trick Room mons. So if you have a Torn, you can just U-turn into your Slowbro to then teleport into your Melmetal and, get a kill.
Outside of that, I like this team. I also want to say, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th overall team. We haven't said any place.
What I miss? What are we talking about now?
We're on
Bolivia.
Bolivia team.
Oh, we're still on best of 3?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, we
Bolivia,
ain't
let me
that
see
fast.
How far we are. Bolivia.
this is
Yeah,
a
that
16th
wasn't that
spin.
fast. Like, did you guys already talk about Bolivia? Or can I
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
shoot my shot on it?
We kind of just finished.
Shoot your
You can
shot.
shoot.
Shoot your shot.
It's a good fucking team, dude. Good job.
He's so hyped.
It's actually like a really good team. They might just win. Like unironically, that's a really good
I
team.
like
Yeah.
this. I like this a lot.
It is
They're drafting last.
it is like top of the pack mon
They were
like
bottom.
team.
Wheel pick's not bad. Middle pick is the one that suffers.
Yeah.
Wheel picks are
Yeah,
never bad.
Wheel pick is really good.
Oh, Silas
The only-
wanted me to fucking
Yeah,
say something.
Wheel
Team.
picks never
Zygarde, Incineroar, Medicham. Hey, good team, dude. It's cool. Lacks a little bit of
Thank-
special wall breaking power, but it's got a fuck ton of physical wall breaking power. That's it.
Yep, that's what we said.
Cool.
Get webbed or something. That was about it.
Speed's good,
Yeah.
solid's good. It can definitely win the whole thing. I mean, fuck it, it's got the potential to. I don't understand. What's it? Cradley and Shaman together, but whatever. Teach their own. Probably wanted a rocker or like a water absorber. Okay, cool. Are you guys done with Bolivia, or do you have more to say about it?
I'm pretty done with it. Anyone else?
Dragons, were you gonna say something? I thought you were gonna say something.
Nope.
Nope,
Nope.
nope.
Cool.
That's
So we're gonna
it. That's
move.
Hey, we got
to
Panda.
Cool.
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Ooh.
Team
Hello
is-
there,
This
team.
team is fire.
I like this
This
It
team
team.
is good.
All right,
Fun.
so I'm gonna take a tiny bit of credit here. I helped him build this.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, you're so cool.
I mean, that's
I know,
that's
I'm very
fine.
cool.
One problem I see is like you don't need Moltres here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moltres was. I think it was just there for the flying type
It was for the
because
flying
of the
type.
ground weakness.
Gotcha.
But the thing is, I think there are a lot better tier 3 flying types than Moltres.
I think
Honestly,
your team is very
Okay.
special. Like,
Mm.
you don't
Yeah.
have a lot of physical hitters on this team from
And then
what
you
it's
see Mega
built.
Garchomp.
I mean, you have Mega Chomp, but
Yeah.
it just feels like
You
the
could probably
the
get
special
Swallow or
attackers are
something.
way better right now.
You could-
Prepping for this team looks
It's hard.
really annoying
think there's
because
yeah, I
you
don't
like
want to do
It's gonna
that.
be
you need a
hard.
fairy or an ice type for Garchomp. You need a steel or poison for that. You need a fire type for the Ferrothorn. You need a ground type for the fucking Muck. You need a rock hitting move for the fucking Moltres.
Yeah,
Like,
the synergy on this team
this
is
is a
pretty
perfect
good.
example. A perfect example of you prep for one thing and it doesn't help you with anything else. Like, your electric type's gonna be bringing Grass Knot for Sand Slash. Cool. There's like a Sap Sipper Miltank, and like a fucking Grass Knot doesn't hit anything else in the team. Like
Oh,
anything
yeah.
else. So like, if you want to waste a fucking slot on Grass Knot, you're just wasting it for Sand Slash. So this is good. This is really good.
The only thing I would say is that this
He
team
has 3
really-
rapid spinners.
Hold up, hold
But
up.
that's
Someone was
kinda
saying
good.
something
Okay.
before. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, it really needs to keep webs up because its highest speed tier is Starmie, but having like 3 really good spinners really helps that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. Okay, that kind of predicts my like complaint. But what I was saying earlier about Swallow, that you can take away Moltres and give yourself Swallow because you already have a fire type in both Blacephalon. And so you can like add in Swallow with Flame Orb and it just like wrecks shit. Or you can run it special.
I'm gonna be the odd one out here. I love this team a lot, but I don't think Starmie should be here.
Can I
Starmie can
say
be.
something about my team real quick?
Go for it.
What?
Yeah.
So the actual reason why I had Moltres and Starmie here is because of Ferrothorn. I done multiple like battles with those 3, and it's like one of the best defensive cores I made.
Okay.
It's like Ferrothorn is weak to fighting. Moltres and Starmie takes care of them like really well, especially Moltres.
Play Cephalon as well.
With Flame Buddy.
Yeah,
if it's a
as
comfort
well.
pick, dude, I drafted fucking like Seismitoad Corviknight like all the time.
Yeah,
It's not amazing, but it's just a comfort pick. Like,
yeah.
Definitely.
one more thing on this team. So it somewhat lacks like a dedicated physical wall breaker. It has Garchomp, right?
It
But
has Mega Garchomp.
It's so it doesn't super love special walls like Blacephalon, Sylveon, Moltres, Starmie. They don't
My bad.
love special walls, and they're actually most of the top tiers of the team. So if Garchomp goes down, I can see like either a Saltas user or something similar to like a Miltank just taking hits forever and getting shit done. You know what I mean?
Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna say this, and it's gonna sound real weird, but now I can't say that. Blacephalon definitely can
Physical.
run a physical set.
It can, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I
So we
guess
can Muck actually.
Right.
It's not a bad team though, by any means.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it
Attack.
right now. Blacephalon's gonna learn Poltergeist, and it's
Oh,
gonna be
no.
scary.
That'd be great. So what I was
Oh,
gonna say,
no.
last thing I wanted to say is, what made me think of that is like how to prep versus this team. Well, I see a Blacephalon, I see a Sylveon, fucking Starmie. I'm immediately just bringing like 2 AVs, like a lot of special defensive prep. The only real physical threat I have to worry about is Garchomp. Like I'm not worried about Sand Slash, Miltank, Muck. Muck's just gonna click knockoff, hit him on tops, like can do something. But you know what I mean? I'm not terribly worried about it physically. Which, you know, maybe Blacephalon will like get shit done. It's not bad though. It's not a bad team. I'm just saying like
I like it.
it's got like one super good breaker. Yeah, I like it though. pretty damn good team.
I've seen Swords Dance Sandslash do some things. I don't know why, but it's kind of versatile with it being a spinner and potential setup sweeper.
I was gonna say Curse
It also
Bucket
gets
as
spikes.
the other
Stealth rock.
physical mod, but yeah, I guess so.
No, it's not. It's not as good as some other physical ones, but it's a decent backup
Yeah.
if needed.
So we good with
If
this?
your like opponent has
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on
Yeah.
to,
What was that,
Xeno.
Lucas? Hold up. Lucas was saying something.
no, it wasn't.
You wouldn't? All right, cool.
No.
We're gonna move on to Xeno.
You're gonna help with this team.
Mhm.
All right. This team.
I don't know what to say about this team.
Same.
Fluffy Bird.
Like,
It has
Was
Fluffy
were
Bird.
they the one who picked after? Because none of these
Yes.
seem like a fourth pick.
This,
Oh, no,
yeah,
you know?
this was
this
in
is
the
completely
makeup draft
wrong.
area.
This is the player name and team name is completely wrong. Because they got
Okay.
kicked.
It
Because they
is.
didn't pick at all.
This
Oh.
is
So Xeno is the actual player.
gotcha.
So yeah. But he picked, I think,
So
either
is
yesterday or 2 days ago.
okay. So this team is different than it is on this sheet right now.
No, this is just a completely.
No, this
like,
is-
he
this
just
is the
drafted
team.
the entire thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
This was one of the makeup teams.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the scrap build.
Hydreigon and Aegislash just seem like really annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
Especially with Serperior.
Mega Altaria pairs well to them, dude. I think Mega
Yeah,
Altaria
makes
always needs a fucking top tier steel type. And I like this one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mega
Wait, what tier
Altaria.
is Mega Ataria?
I don't know.
It's
That's
a,
T1.
it's a 0
Probably
pointer.
T-
It's
it
a
should be
2.
T1.
Here's
It's
the
a
Tier
tier
2
1.
Mega.
Because Mega
Honestly,
Ataria
yeah.
can do like so many things, so I don't know
Not
why
really
it's not.
well though.
It,
Yeah,
I think it's a, like,
I would say it can do
it's
a lot of
B
things really well.
tier kinda.
I like Rotom Heat a lot. I like Rotom Heat a lot with Altaria. I never thought I'd see those two pair together, but I like it. I think they
Oh,
cover
I
each
have
other pretty
Rotom-
damn well.
I have Rotom Heat Altaria in
With
another league,
U-turn,
and there
Wind
isn't
Spell,
a
and
switch in
teleport.
that. There isn't a switch into both of those in the game. It's like those two paired together, along with Hydreigon, Wish Support, Regenerator, and Aegislash. It's really hard to find a thing that doesn't just die to two other things on this team.
Yeah, it's really hard to get like a lot of counters, especially because Volt Switch and U-turn on Rotom Heat and Hydreigon can just bring in another breaker, which is really nice. Or
Yeah, it has-
setup, obviously.
It has decent pivot with Volt Switch, Teleport, and U-turn.
Oh shit.
But one thing that I would say is I think they should have aimed a little higher with a water type. I don't think Karakos is going to do it
Yes.
for him. Although they can shell
Yeah.
smash, but that's
I don't mind
basically it.
Karakos as my water type. It's not the best thing in the world, but when
It
you have
does
a team
work
like
on
that,
just water.
I mean, you could have gone a better water type instead of Garbodor.
I was
don't know
about to
if
say,
Karakos
this
is
team-
sorry.
This team has 5 Defoggers and a Garbodor for spikes and T-spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very pog.
It has Mudsdale for
For rocks.
Shellcross.
Well, I'm just saying you don't want to
What-
you don't want to spend 3 turns of your mesh setting up spikes and then having to defog them away as your only remover.
Right. Yeah, it should probably have a spinner instead.
The only thing I can
get
see
Kabutops instead of
boosting this,
Karakosa.
Right.
the only
Yeah,
thing I can see
that's
boosting
yeah.
this team would be like a bulky water in tier 4, and then like webs. Even if it's like a Dottler, webs would just boost this team even higher.
I think
Yes,
what
definitely.
what we learned doing all these PRs is that the IGL really likes sticky webs.
Well,
I mean,
good.
when you have mons that are like just barely under base 100, giving them webs allows them to just sweep unanimously.
Right.
I like webs because none of these teams have the greatest speed tiers.
Right.
You know,
No.
Serp as your fastest spawn isn't like great. You know, only like what one guy had like Sarah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Someone
one
else
guy
has
had,
Dragapult.
I will
Yeah,
just say
yeah.
a thing. So this team has a lot of lead potentials, but I feel like it's gonna have an awkward time leading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I don't know,
Definitely.
like
I feel like-
Caracosta, Mudsdale are not like typical leads. I mean, I guess Caracosta gets sturdy, doesn't it? Right? Yeah, I guess sturdy. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
For
He
a
gets
suicide
sturdy in Solid Rock.
Like
So-
he has Rotom Heat and Hydreigon, but like I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna be terribly comfortable. Like
It
no
seems
Yeah.
like
Maybe Minshao as a lead with U-turn and Regenerator is 105 speed.
True.
Doesn't Dodrio get U-turn? I'm
No.
pretty sure. No.
I'd
Maybe.
be drafted
Yeah.
if it did, dude.
I mean,
If I got you, it wouldn't be a tier 5.
I mean, it's also a Dotrio though. So you're
Yeah,
not bringing
that's
it
the
up to
thing.
game.
Hey, it gets baton pass. It gets baton pass.
And I mean, it hits hard with Brave Bird. Like it's got 110 attack.
You know
too.
the do you guys know the cursed Dodrio set, the legendary cursed one?
Oh god.
You run Tangled Feet Thrash. That's the shit, dude.
Stop.
That is the shit.
Stop
dude.
that.
Bro, dude. Your evasion gets doubled if you get confused by Thrash, dude. It's dirty. It's dirty.
That's nasty.
I didn't even know that was allowed.
Yeah, it's allowed and it's fucking disgusting. I know because I got like 6-0'd by it. It was so bad, dude. It was a long time ago,
And
but oh my god.
on Dodrio.
Yeah, that's about it for this team.
Right? Are we moving on?
To Wild Fangs?
Wild
Yes.
Fang.
You make my heart sing. Okay,
This
sir.
team.
You have
This team.
Yeah, so this team should never exist. It got
Yeah.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
joking.
4,
Please don't
5,
hurt
6,
me.
7. It got 7 perfect
You guys
offensive
compare it?
dribbles.
But
The obvious question is how did Coco, Kieran Black get to wheel?
Right?
I don't know.
Who are we looking
How?
at?
Kieran Black.
Honestly-
Wild
Wheel.
Fangs.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
think they had to forget about it.
And Jirachi.
And
you do have to remember
I'm
this
not
is
that
minors
surprised.
though.
Ew, what
I
is
don't
this
want
team?
I don't.
Almost 4 rounds. Depending
Um.
on how he.
Hey, it's like my team.
Shut up,
It's
Andy.
like my team.
I'm so mad about that.
But yeah, I really like this team. Has 2 good web options for KB, boosting whatever the electric move
How
is.
many
Fusion
people did you
Bolt
guys put
on-
Oh, okay. He's like 3rd place. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's 3rd.
How did that team happen?
Mega T-Tar,
I don't.
Mega T-Tar kind of seems out of place, but you know, it
Mm.
do be that way.
It does give them a dark type at least.
Gives them a
But
dark
they
type,
don't
gives
really
them...
need it.
Like
I mean-
Absol, you know, gotten.
I mean, when you have
some other-
Jirachi, you're not really fearing psychic type sweeps.
Yeah, that
You-
too.
I
Yeah,
still
I
think
feel
you
like
They
need
could
a
have
dark
gone.
type.
Why didn't they go Mega Sharpedo?
I do
Or
feel like
that.
T-Tar
Because-
could be switched out for anything because T-Tar
Or
and
Mega
Kieran
Gyarados.
are going to be priced for the same, I think.
Oh.
They're
They
2
could
big
have
fat
gotten-
fucks that are both like super weak to fighting. To
They
varying
They
could
could
degrees.
have done
They could do Mega
Mega
Blastoise.
Stoise.
Yeah, you could do Mega Blastoise and
Yeah.
just replace Blastoise.
Rapid Spin and Terrain Pulse and Flip Turn would have been really well with Coco.
Yeah,
And
this
then-
team.
I know.
Shut up, Andy.
Oh yeah.
And
Not
that's
me.
only
Shut
because-
up.
that was me.
GG.
Yeah, I like the team a lot. Fucking, the only thing I don't like, literally the only thing I don't like is that Kieran Black and Renatar, Mega T-Star are going to share prep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well have just
Yeah.
bring in Mega Stores or Mega Sharpedo.
And
Or
his
anything
only
like that.
rocker is Mega T-Tar.
No.
Oh, that's
no.
right.
Well,
There's a
Jirachi
whole ass
and
Jirachi,
and
Celebi.
Oh.
And
Jirachi and
Wait,
Celebi.
Celebi gets Self Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebi
Yeah.
also
I learned
gets
something
Swords
new
Dance.
today.
Why do you think it's
Celebi
so
gets
high?
Swords Dance and Nasty Plot, dude.
Celebi low-key really
Also-
good. I don't care what
I-
anyone
There's
says.
a lot
Didn't
of
even
good
know it got
momentum
Self Rocks.
too.
Okay.
1,
I don't
2,
get
3, 4, 5.
I also like Slurpuff as an unburden option.
You know,
I just
Wait.
really like that for
Slurp?
unburden.
Half their team gets.
I forgot that he has that
momentum.
on there. That's cool. Yeah, I fucking didn't notice he had his Rain Abuser, like, at all. That's not bad.
Mhm.
Compare this to Jape's team last year. You know, the Libero Ace, the Protein Greninja, and Megalop. But honestly, it's up there. This team packs a punch.
Yeah, it just
It,
needs.
it will burst through walls. easily.
If he replaces, or whoever this is replaces Mega T-Tar with Mega Stories or Mega Sharpedo or something like that, I
Mega
think that's
Stories
it.
would fit this team.
Then swap Stories for something else.
Yes.
Like, let's see, what's available that they could grab in Stories
Random
spot.
victory, honestly, just anything.
Three.
I
Honestly,
mean,
probably a dark type.
what is there that he wants over? Like, he has so much on this team already.
Ditto's there, because why not
Drapion.
Ditto?
Drapion
Drapion.
would fit this team.
Ooh, Drapion would fit this
Drapion?
team like a glove.
Yes, and then you can get something instead of Roselia.
Lycanroc Dust.
I mean, yeah, you could get like a. Yeah, that'd be.
Let's
I
make
mean,
the
there's-
broken
This team
team
could
even
win
more
it all.
broken.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
but-
This team will win it. Could win it 100%.
I'm glad we're giving all the advice after Grace
These-
period, to be honest.
These top,
Let's get it.
these top 3 teams, I would not be surprised if they just
Snorlax
swept
is there.
every week.
Zoroark
Alright, yeah.
there.
Lyndon
go.
Baines.
Linden
I think the only thing that brought this team down was the speed rating.
Yeah.
Because it goes, yeah. It just
Yeah.
doesn't have that. It has 2 base 100 pixies, and then it jumps all the way up to 126.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's
And
like
now it goes
Wait,
one-
Lyndon Baines?
Wait,
Yeah.
No, I think
Wait,
you're still
no,
talking
it's
about Wild
way
Fangs.
bigger problem is going
Oh,
from
okay.
100 to 60.
Yeah, that's
You
a
realize how
big
bad
issue.
that is?
Yeah.
Where are we
Like-
looking? What team are we looking at?
Still
Lyndon
Wild Fang.
Baines.
Lyndon Baines, okay?
Oh, we looking at
Is it
Lynn
Burns
now?
time? Okay.
We're looking
Well-
at Lyndon Baines.
I just
You have-
Lyndon
the
Baines.
reason is 140. It goes from 142 to 120 to 101.
No,
Well,
110,
110, then 101. So
then
his
105,
speed tiers aren't-
then 101.
It's not
well,
bad.
his speed tiers are not bad, but the drop
Yeah.
from 100 to 60 is kind of
That's an oof.
strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mons in
Easy.
between that spot.
There are so many good
I mean-
speed breakers that can just run like Adamant Band against this.
I mean,
you know,
imagine
Mammoth kind of goes.
Arcanine.
I kind of like
Imagine
this team,
versing
but like,
Arcanine.
and no offense to the drafter, but why is this like second place?
Okay.
I can agree with that.
It's missing
Uh,
some extremely fundamental things. It has like
Wild
2 ghost
Fangs.
types for no good reason.
Wild
People
Things could.
rated the offense
Yeah,
really high
too.
for some reason. I
Wild
don't
Fangs
know
is
why.
definitely better than this IMO.
I think
I
it's
would
just
argue
because there's
almost
more.
like twice as good as this team. Like I like this team. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know, man.
I-
For the
I
place,
think this is a matter where it's more of the points where it ended up
okay,
being
just
higher
points.
because
All
of
right,
the.
just points.
Even
because
then, its speed is
overall,
really
in all
bad.
their tiers, they were balanced. Whereas Wild
This is
Fangs
mixed
was
up.
more top heavy in offense.
Yeah, I'm looking at these points. We have, 19s, 18s in offense for some reason, but also like 15s in speed for some reason. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like did they just see,
It's
ooh,
just-
Dragapult is fast. That means good speed tiers.
It doesn't.
New.
You need variation
really-
in there.
The only thing I really don't like about this team is how monochromatic the Mon's colors are.
Yeah,
Personal
amen. Amen.
Only one Pokemon. What is this?
Gotta get
Come
that-
on.
gotta
sorry.
get that
This is-
stat.
There's not a
You
fire
need
type
some
on
color
this team.
diversity there. You need some red.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's no
speaking of
fire
red,
type.
there's no
There's a-
fire type.
Why do
There's
you
a
have
big
Inteleon?
fighting weakness.
Yeah, and Inteleon's
Why
like
is
the
there-
big
there
thing that
Inteleon?
shouldn't be here.
Wait,
Just
fighting?
get like
Yeah, Regigigas.
Two ghost
Aggron.
types in the left.
there's also no rapid spin.
That is
and
also
what
an issue.
their removal is only like thunderous.
I think this team
Good
has some cool,
match
decent
for us.
mons. Like it's got Clefable, Dragapult, Mega Aggron, fucking amazing Fairy Dragon Stucore. I just wouldn't use this team. Like I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it's good.
I
I just wouldn't use it.
think
I
if we
don't
were, I think if
I
we
think
didn't
it
do
needs-
points, this team would be lower.
It needs a spinner if it's gonna run webs.
Yeah,
So
I think this is a matter where the points.
Usually we'll
didn't
read, to
work
be
out.
honest, just in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, we're
Moving
shitting
on to
Team 2,
number
that's
one.
good. Let's go on to
Shitting
Number one.
number
Coming
one,
back from being winless last season to first in PRs, we have Harbor. So I
Okay,
totally
wait.
didn't help out the
Oh.
entire way drafting.
Hold on. Wasn't he like really high in PRs last season?
Yeah,
Just-
last
just
season
to let
too.
you guys know.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to
his
not
record's
play
just
well.
shit.
Yeah, that's
Plays
what.
it right.
It's what is shit? What do we say?
I need to give a quick
I said-
shout out
Alright.
to Dudis and Justin so that way they watch the whole video. Thank you.
Okay, from what I saw from
so
Oliver last season is that he had a good team, but his luck was just absolutely dog shit. I mean,
Yeah,
he would
I
just
think
get
Harbor's getting
parried
better.
he would get parried at the wrong time, flinch, or just crit at the
Well, he also-
opportune worst time.
Okay, so about
He
the
also
team, yes,
never
I
predicted.
think, I still think Wild Things has the best team by far.
Mhm.
Like, I still
Yeah.
think it's the best team by far. Like this, I see how it's a number one spot, but like, I mean, it's got really good mons. It definitely has the potential to win it. It's just like, I don't know, like, he's got like the good screen setter and fucking Electrode. He's got webs and shit. That's
It's not bad.
good.
I
It's
like
good.
it.
The
I
synergy's
like
not
how-
blowing my mind or anything, but okay, go on, Bounty.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I like how you're obviously bringing steel coverage for Mega Diancie and Unga Bunga, but then you have two super good steel resist in Skarm and Vaporeon.
hmm
Yeah.
And Blaziken.
So
Blaziken.
And Blaziken, yeah.
Steel resist.
originally we didn't have Reuniclus originally. It was originally Komala, but then he had extra points because Diancie was undertiered. So
Facts.
now on top
Facts.
of all this
Undertiered.
bulk, because of all this bulk, you now have a Regenerator mod paired with Skarmory and one of the best Wish Passers in Vaporeon.
Where? Oh,
It's like that Diancie is not dying. And you also have decent removal.
Yeah, unless you have like a bond with like steel and electric coverage.
Yeah, I like this team. I
it
think
just
uh,
it just doesn't die.
I think Wildfang's team is better, but I like this
I
team.
agree. A banded Leavanny does damage. I know
It
from
does
experience.
do damage. I think
it
it could come down
does.
between Harbor and Wildfang.
Tapu Koko take a big dump on this team.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tapu Koko really has its way with this team. That's all I'll say, man. Like it's good. It's good.
No,
I'm just
but that's
trolling. I'm just
also-
trolling. But it is
Yeah.
Coco week.
It's also
Everyone's
like
saying
a
Coco
very
week, but this is
specific-
especially Coco week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
like
Wild
also a very
Things get less
specific mod
points
though.
than
So
other teams. Honestly, I think Wild Things has the best team.
Yeah.
Personally,
I mean,
this
it's
team
definitely
is
a
not
toss up
hard
between
hard
these top
at all.
Third place is way better than our second place and better than our first place. You know, but that's just how the points work.
Yeah.
And also
The
the
team's
fact
fucking-
that he
Damn, dude. I feel like there's the top three teams. The top three teams at least are like I'm not sure to say they're gods, they're gonna win, but like I feel like they're vastly different from like the
Yeah.
Everything else?
and everything
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
I
like
agree.
there's a lot of power in minors. This like best of 3 minors specifically this season. Like there was only 2 teams that were honestly like not the greatest, and then the rest were like just absolutely powerhouses.
Yeah, none of them were like real shit, which is pretty good.
Hey, at least there's no, Mega Lop Cinderace Gren this time.
At
Hey,
least
yeah,
there's
I'm
no
glad about that.
agrees.
Darkrai, Gengar,
Mobile
who
Ace.
Unbound.
Damn.
Protein Greninja, Webs. That team was nasty. I hated it.
Yeah,
we're
we
not-
do
I,
not.
I liked playing
speak
it,
of the
but
Webs.
I didn't like it against it.
Jape single-handedly got 2 months abilities banned.
Yep.
I gotta kick Jape's ass in majors.
What?
Sorry, my bad.
So
What?
I have question.
what?
Alright.
overall,
With the scream of
Okay,
pain
good.
out of the way,
so
does anyone have anything else they want to say before the ending of this video?
but before
Oh,
we we did.
No, you should just cut right on the screen.
Okay.
That was
Sorry,
good.
my bad. That was my phone.
Okay.
It
Honestly,
was at max volume.
That makes this more funny.
God.
Okay,
Alright, guys. Lucas has something to say,
Sorry.
then we'll end the video.
Okay.
all right. So we broke with 6C, which in best of 1
I gotta go.
we
Holy
didn't even
shit,
get the
I'm
top
sorry.
percent out.
That was
Okay.
good.
I think that's really it, though. There's a lot of potential. I definitely feel like a few people are gonna just, even if they don't make semis, they should definitely rise. Just by how I'm predicting the season to be like powerhouse versus powerhouse every week, every match.
I definitely think these teams are going to be really interesting.
It's gonna be fun to watch them.
Mm-hmm. Normally it's just like
Breathe,
you cringe
Spooks,
while
breathe.
watching. Normally you
Spooks, get
just
the fuck
cringe
out of
while
here.
watching them
Okay,
fail.
Oh no, I broke the.
Okay.
Okay, we should probably end before they
Before
just
we die again.
die.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.
We'll see you for majors and masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be on the
I
watch
can't
out.
wait.
Those are
I
going to be the
believe
big
that-
boys because those people know how to battle. So if they're bad, we can make fun of them for it.
Facts.
Okay, listen, we're not talking about
Yeah.
masters, okay? Shut up.
We're never gonna
Oh,
make it
by
to
the way,
Masters.
we're not talking about.
Why do I
We're
think the
not going to
Masters
talk
is
about my
gonna get
horrible speed
roasted?
years.
Bet.
When we vote
Bet.
on my team in best of 3, we're just going to ignore the speed tiers, okay?
Okay, so
Alrighty.
all right, so
We're going to ignore that
Thanks for watching,
Galvantula is the
guys.
fastest
Like
mod.
and subscribe, etc., etc. I love you.
bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.